Yo, yo, what up? We're back. Bestball is here. We're about a month away from the season. High score is back again. Deebo's been traded to the Niners, or not traded, signed to the Niners. Very interesting stuff. Right after everyone was getting excited about Shribbling, Deebo goes right over there to steal the spotlight. Not sure what my gut reaction is to it yet. I would say I probably won't be a buyer of Deebo if he ends up at pick 100. If he stays like 120 or lower, I'll probably buy some. But that being said, I don't have a lot, and I probably won't have a lot. It's probably where I'm at, and I think I'm okay with that. I don't really think he has the juice that is going to bury me, but he was pretty solid. He was decent last year. So I don't know. It's I would like to have more of them, but I don't, and I think I'm okay with that. I'm fine to play it through Stribling and just kind of hope that he's the guy that you prefer to have as a cheap guy in the receiving room. And then whatever Pearsall you have now, I would just be done getting him. If you have 10%, I would stop drafting him. I wouldn't draft him in the last round. I just would let him fall. And if we get good news later, we can get more. We can get some more from later, but it's not looking great because they acted pretty quickly on the Deebo stuff. So I don't know. It's really unfortunate, but we know this is going to happen. We're playing this game. We know that players are going to get injured. Players are going to miss time in the season, before the season. After, it's just stuff's always going to go down. So you know what we're going to. It's unfortunate. But the way I see it, so if you have 50% of a guy gets hurt week 1, oh well, but at least you can kind of adjust. Hey, now I can get more of this guy outside of Pearsall. It's definitely, it's not fun people getting hurt, but it's just kind of the nature of the game we play. So, but happy to be here. I'll show you the team I finished up last night. I was not able to finish the stream. That's going on right as we wrapped up yesterday. So I'll go ahead and show the team I was finishing up as we ended. I did get a Gibbs team, which was cool. Here's that team. We had Stroud and Hurts at quarterback. Ended up with, I'm trying to pull up this so I can put my timestamps in here shortly. Okay. Hurts and Stroud, Gibbs, Tootin, Mason, Mitchell, Blue, Vidal. I was kind of debating what I wanted to do because maybe you got to take a Miami piece at the end, but I ended up going with Vidal. Had just get both the backups for Hampton and kind of see how it plays out. Could be a beneficial role for both if Hampton misses. Could be one of them. Either way, I get a hit if Hampton goes down. In my opinion, Nico, Olave, JMO. Obviously, this is also a world where Vidal gets traded, which could work out there. But we got Nico, Olave, JMO, Mike, Mackay, Lemon, Matthew Golden, Travis Hunter, Xavier Thomas, and then we have Kincaid, Dulcich, and Schultz at tight end, which I feel like is just fine for tight end. Starting to get interested in Xavier Thomas as like a late round dart throw, as honestly just buying into like the Ben Johnson offense, gadget guy that he could find a good way to use in that offense. I think that could be pretty fun and could get you some nice weeks. So there's that team, and we are getting the 105. Look at that, Hayden Winks. Never would have thought you could be drafting against Hayden. I don't know if maybe that's not his actual name, but I'd imagine it probably is. But crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. So we're at the 105. So it's probably a CMC. If I can't get CMC, I'll get Puka or Chase. And that's cool with me. But yeah, happy to be here. Happy to be drafting again. Back-to-back days. Told you I would be back and ready to go. I am back and ready to go. And we'll see. We'll do probably maybe tomorrow or Sunday. And then next week sometime or the week after that will be a fun little stream with some friends where we'll do back-to-back best ball manias. That will be very fun to do. Let's make sure we got our tabs good here. I do want to get more Michael Wilson in my Eliminator, or in BBM or Eliminator, really. So that's kind of one of the things I'm trying to get more of. I like his price right now. I liked him early on, and then I kind of stopped. I got off of it, and now I like him again. So yeah, Hayden Wink's taking McCaffrey. That's it makes sense. I don't like it, but it makes sense. Like, I don't like it because I wanted McCaffrey. I think you could make the case to take him at 102 easily. So I'm no problem with that. But I don't like it because I wanted McCaffrey. But such is life. We'll get Chase or Puka and move on with our life here. And we get Chase at 5. I mean, that's cool, I guess. Be a little bit more of a unique team from what I'm used to in these contests, but I'm happy to get Chase at 5, and maybe we can put a combo that's kind of unique. Even though unique combos don't really do anything for you in the Eliminator, but if you get the combo of players that is like, oh, this is the nuts, like you couldn't get it very often, but this is the nuts, like Chase Hampton or Chase Henry, whatever it may be. I'm all for that. All right. Let's see what people are doing. How do you get the Gladiator helmet? Is that just something you get for, like, if you worked at Underdog? Because I don't think I have that. I'm gonna check. I want that. Let's see. Yeah, it is even. Oh, I have it. Cashing 5 Battle Royale tournaments. Okay, I have that. Never mind. I thought that was like a more. Like I said, they need to keep. They did the badges, which is cool, the colors, but they should do more stuff. All right. Yeah, we're. I think I mentioned this last stream, but I'm about halfway on Eliminators and a little under half on BBMs, and I know it's gonna get hot and spicy. So I need to work on getting my exposure and my volume up. So I'm gonna be working on that, doing as much as I can on stream. I kind of don't want to like I'll probably do some multi-tabling on stream at some point, but I'm not like trying to like triple, you know. I know my chat isn't like massively active, but I'd still like, I don't want to like do three drafts at a time and then probably have to look at chat here and there. I think that's just not gonna be great. Not gonna be great content there. So what's up, Christopher? Tweaking my home league today, changing the vision, setting draft days, etc. It's a fun one. Is this the first time you've done like changes or anything? That's always a fun talking point where some people are like, I don't want to change anything. I want it to be the same it's always been for the last 10 years, whatever. Some people are like, okay, I'm ready for something to change. We've done a few changes. I think the notable one is we went from half point to full, which is definitely a big change. But I do like half point PPR though. 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 2 flex, 0.5 PPR with bonuses. But yeah, we have bonuses in one of our main leagues too. That's I do like the bonuses. Those are really fun. That's fun. Yeah, it's always fun to do that. It's kind of like the Scott Fishbowl thing where like they just kind of change stuff. Let me get Kenneth Walker. Come on, baby. Come on. Kenneth Walker would be sick. Chase A-Chain is nothing to... Oh, yeah. Now that's a unique combo in any contest, really. I'll take it. So I got Chase, Kenneth Walker to start in this Eliminator draft. Very, very fun. I'm guessing I'm going to see Hayden. I don't know what Hayden's strategy is. I'm guessing it's going to be running back and maybe another running back. Nope, I don't have any idea what he's going to do. I got to watch more of his content. I don't know. It's kind of cool. I mean, obviously the situation was unfortunate, but the fact that he's able to play on Underdog now is really cool. Watch him just like win every contest. It's really cool. So, all right, I like Nico here. I like Brees. I wouldn't mind Jeremiah Love. My strategy, I'm not taking Javonte. That's part of my strat. Not touching Javante. You talk me into Etienne Igbuka or Etienne Olave. Yeah, Nico, nice there. CMC London Nico is good. I wanted Nico. I'd take Love here. Yeah, I think I will. Yeah, I think you just like if we're gonna get a discount on Love because he's behind Algier in camp, and yeah, that's stupid. That shouldn't happen. But I'm not really concerned about, like, there might be some good value Algier early in the season if they decide to be stubborn. But like, there's just no, like, Algier shouldn't be on that team. He should be on, like, I don't know, some team that needs, like, he should be on the Commanders. Like, he should be the Commanders starting running back right now, and I would take him in like the 5th round or something. He has no business being on the Cardinals. They've really messed up by having him and then drafting Love, and also having Connor. It's just a mess there. I have a little bit of worry that the Cardinals could just implode, and we're taking all these guys very high, and they're just gonna suck. But I'm hoping that's not the case. Yeah, hoping that's not the case. That would not be a good time. All right, what do we got from Christopher here? Kickers and defenses have small point changes over the years, made them more valuable. Yeah, we got rid of kickers. I think we still have defense in my main league that I've been doing for like a decade plus. You can't do tight end premium on ESPN. Very strange to haven't fixed that. It's 2026. I feel like you should be able, like, whatever platform you're on, you should be able to like adjust the settings however you want, within reason. You can't like break the system, but like if you want to make PPR, if you want to make tight end score 3 points, go ahead. Like per reception, if you want to make a field goal kick from 50 yards worth 10 points, like, you should be able to do that. Like, you should be able to do whatever you want to, like, I think that's silly to do that, but I think that however, like, people want to do it should be like kind of expressed of just like, hey, if you want to play fantasy this way, just do it. Do it in a way that's fun to you. Be pretty happy with any of these 4 receivers. If I don't get any of them, I wouldn't mind Monty, wouldn't mind Etienne. Like, I'm happy to take these guys in these mid-range if they're going to fall to me, because that's kind of the thesis of what I'm trying to accomplish. Like, I don't want to take these dudes at ADP when they're pushed up the board. I'll take them past ADP because that's like the correct price in my eyes. Like, I think they shouldn't really be pushed up that massively just because the format of the contest is different. I think that just kind of is a general mistake. I get the thought process behind it, like, oh, as safety, let's get these running back points. I just don't think it should be like that, and that's how I'm gonna try to use that as my advantage. Maybe it won't work out. I'm still gonna make teams that project well and make sense more often than not. I'm gonna like some 0 RB teams, but not a big portion of them will be 0 RB. Okay, so I'm gonna have a good pick of receivers here. I guess just take Wilson if available. I like Waddle a ton here, though, is kind of my dilemma. Yeah, I get both options. I guess we'll get, where'd Neighbors go? Out of curiosity. 31. I'll take Garrett. That's fun. Literally can't make a tight end premium on PSN. On ESPN makes no sense. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense at all. I don't really know why that would be the case. But I guess that's a feather in the cap of playing on other sites, I guess, because I feel like there's not a perfect fantasy site, but there's like something for everyone, I feel like. So, all right, we would take Bucky, we take Burden, we take Evans. Evans, a guy I want to get a little bit more of. I don't have much of him at all. I think that's a guy that's like, I don't know. I think like there's always the cheaper guy that gets like priced up a bunch when a player goes down in the offense, when like sometimes it could just be like the most expensive guy should move up a bit. That's certainly a possibility where Evans is kind of the guy thought of as the odd man out, but he ends up being the best pick. He's gonna get T-Mac too. Man, this is a lot of values just falling in these rooms. It's really interesting. What do you think about Colson Loveland here? Not going to have a ton of elite tight ends in this format. It's intriguing. We could just do Bucky, get a good flex score. I like Loveland here. Let's do that. Let's do Loveland. Get a little bit different. I usually just go like 3 tight ends late. I might do 2 here and maybe do like a Loveland Kittle type of build. Like a Loveland Pitts. The problem, like if you do 2 tight ends, you don't want to leave yourself like if you're going 1 early and you want to go 2. I don't really want to do like Loveland Barner or something because I feel like week 10 comes around. I think Barner's like live to give me 2 points. I want to avoid that. Give me like a Fannin Laporta. If I'm gonna go 2, I want to get another mid-range guy that I don't feel like is gonna completely destroy me. Or take Kittle where you can feasibly get like a 20-pointer in week 10. So there goes Henderson and Bucky. I'm liking this team. Walker, Love, Chase, Garrett Wilson, Loveland to start. Coming up on Burrow, coming up on a couple fair quarterback options. I mean, I would take May or Daniels too if it ended up coming down to that point. Tyler Warren, yeah, not really. Tyler Warren's not really interesting to me right now. I think he's. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people feel this way, but I just feel like he's just not an enticing pick at price, and maybe that's wrong by me to think, but it doesn't feel great to click him in any scenario. Like I've taken him a couple times when he falls, but this guy's got 2 tight ends, but he's got McBride. Wow. It'll be interesting to see how this team gets landed. We'll see what his receivers look like, but he went elite quarterback, double elite tight end. This just feels like this just screams like BBM build, not a good build for Eliminator. But obviously things can work out. You can make it in the top 50% of a pod if you smash the right receivers on your team. Anyway, Pollard, yeah, these receivers are going to be shocking, for lack of a better word. Okay, so this would be a decent team to get on my Golson share of. So Burrow goes. I'm okay with Burrow going there. I'm happy to take Daniels. It's just like I'll take him in a vacuum over Burrow. Daniels goes, of course. So let's do Parker Washington. Not going to take a bunch of them, but I do like taking him here and there. Guy I'm lower exposed to. Fine, maybe he ends up as a good Eliminator pick. Yeah, me too, Christopher. I do not like Warren at that price. Tyler Warren specifically. Yeah, just don't really. I don't think like he's an awful pick because it's not like when I look at the pick, I'm like, oh, way overpriced. It just doesn't feel like someone I'm interested in taking. Maybe it's just like not a sexy name or something. I guess that's what it is, maybe. But it just doesn't really entice me. It doesn't feel like he's a smash. Doesn't feel like he's a great pick. Doesn't feel like he's a bad pick. I feel like the volume is probably there. I'd say my gut feeling is just he's overpriced by maybe like a round, but I mean, he's still there. So clearly the market disagrees with me. So, and that's fine. I don't have to have a lot of him. I don't feel too bad about that. I've been playing it through downs primarily. So Caleb's fine here. T-Law definitely on the menu too. Makes sense to go with like a Geno Smith later. I think we just take Caleb. We get Caleb and then like T-Law on the way back at 92 if he falls. don't think that's awful. Yeah, like the last thing you want to do in a Eliminator draft is get locked out of quarterback, and this is a good way to avoid that. And if I get T-Law, Caleb, I wouldn't mind stopping. And just kind of doing like a really risky build, try to stop at 2. There's not a lot of builds these days, especially now, that are going to have 2 quarterback, 2 tight end, and that could just be taking on too much risk. Maybe that's just a stupid idea, or also could be like a way you can push yourself. Like, okay, well, I pushed tight end and quarterback. I played it risky, but I ended up with 2 great quarterbacks, 2 great tight ends that are hitting my lineup a lot. And then you just end up with a super strong team that has a couple more shots at skill positions to get you a big score. Harvey Corum. Yeah, I mean, I want T-Law. I would be surprised if I don't get sniped, though. Where's the Jags, guys? We got Brian Thomas guy. He has me blocked for 1 pick. I mean, he's probably taking him at 90. I wouldn't be surprised. And then I have the Parker Washington guy, so that's it. All right, I mean, if I can't get T-Law, I can get Michael Wilson, so that's cool. Yeah, the Michael Wilson stuff's interesting because it's like the camp's kind of showing he's clearly like legit, kind of similar to the Parker Washington, but also those bets are kind of hard to take. Buying a guy that had his best year after a few years in the league, not always the best bets to make, but they could just both be the truth. And yeah, I don't want to be sitting out on the sidelines for both of them. And I mean, I was watching Michael Wilson at the end of the year, and the dude was just an absolute animal. Like, it was obviously garbage time in a lot of those games, but it doesn't matter. Like, he still looked good. And the fact that he still looks good now, one season, or like the next season, he's looking amazing again. That definitely makes you interested. So Kittle 116, probably the 10th round if we're gonna go Kittle. Seems like a good time to take Michael Wilson here. Gainwell, we can get Jordan Mason, Jonathan Brooks. Yeah, tons of good stuff here. Yeah, this is going along well so far. I'm pretty happy with this team right now. About to figure out our second quarterback. We could do like a Mahomes thing. We have Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker, I mean, Mahomes could be fun. I don't really know how I feel about running back quarterback pairings in Eliminator. Probably suboptimal, but I don't know. I guess like stacking's not that important anyways. You're just kind of like, hey, Chiefs score 3 touchdowns. I get Kenneth Walker on 1 on the ground, and I get 2 through the air. I'm not sure if the math on that goes in my favor there, but I think like it's fine either way. I don't think you should like try to do it, but it's fine if you end up with it. So I think you're just like, give me all the Chiefs touchdowns. Like, Chiefs score 4 touchdowns a week. Kenneth Walker gets 2. Mahomes gets 2. Kenneth Walker gets 1. Mahomes gets 3. Like, that's probably how it lines up in a lot of weeks. So, probably fine. All right. I mean, let's do it though. I think we do it. Let's do Mahomes. Caleb Mahomes. We're gonna stop at 2. We're gonna play this one fast and loose. I think we're gonna have. And if we don't get Kittle, we'll take Kelsey. And yeah, I don't know. We're just gonna. I usually don't start receiver. We're just gonna make this a really unique team and see if it gets bounced week 1 or not. I don't think it will. I think there's some teams that are really poorly built in this room. I think I mean, a 50-50 chance isn't like it's not a stretch for me to say I think I can make it, but you know, I wouldn't be shocked if this team doesn't make it through week 1, but like I expect to like have around average teams left, 75, you know, like around, hopefully more than that. I want to be above average every week. I was tracking really well on that early last season and did not work out still, but I think I had like 80 something teams through 82 or something like that. 83, something like that through week 1. So if I have something like that, I'm happy. I don't have to have 100 teams through or something. Yeah. Typically that means you probably like went really hard on like a bunch of players, and that could backfire in a big way too. What kind of value do we find today? I don't know, man. It just depends what we see. There's going to be value all over the board that we can find in the treasure troves of the drafts. Hope you're doing good, AZ Cards. Good to see you again, my dude. Hope you're having a good Friday night. What do we do in 3 drafts on stream today? Doing a 2 eliminators, or 1 eliminator, 2 BBMs is the plan for today. And then we'll be bouncing out of here. Okay, Kittle goes. That sucks. All right, well, just commit to what I was going to do. Colson, Love, and Kelsey. Just fine. Kelsey probably doesn't have the floor he has before, but I think he's still going to be a big part of the offense. If he's going to keep playing, he's going to be a part of the offense. Just got he did a 9 holes. Nice. Heck yeah, man. You golf a lot, or are you just golf a little bit? What you been up to? I personally I like it a lot. I haven't really spent the time to really improve and put I just put my time into a lot of different things. So one of those being like getting better at this stuff, and soccer and things like that. But it's something I'm very interested in. I enjoy watching it. I enjoy learning about it, but just haven't really put the time in that I need to get better, and that's not something I like to do. I like to be. I don't like being bad at things, so I have a lot of work to do to get better at golf, and it's on the list of stuff I want to do, but I just go to the range occasionally. It's fun to hit the balls, but I am not a good player by any means, so it's something I like to get better at. All right, Shakir. Don't want to get autoed, that's for damn sure. Shakir, Tracy, Chris Rodriguez. Let's do Shakir. Let's just get some floor built up in this receiver room. Yeah, I like this team a lot. I do need to figure out my couple more running backs that feel decent. I did miss out on a big range. Like this range of like Rashad White, Jordan Mason, Gainwell, Brooks, all guys I'm like happy to grab. Didn't get any of those guys, unfortunately. So we're relegated down a little bit, but we'll find some value, you know. We'll find some value, as AZ Cards would say. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep hammering Lloyd. A lot of upside in that pick right now. That he could clearly be a 0, but we're drafting him at free prices. He could easily move up a ton. All it takes is Josh Jacobs was suspended for 3 games. Boom. He's a 150s or 120s or something, and maybe they sign someone, and maybe that guy goes up, but someone's going up in that case. And yeah, it's not like the most likely outcome. He's most likely outcome is probably he gets nothing and he's no suspension. But fact of the matter is that they're giving it another shot with him. Like they didn't sign like 7 running. They didn't sign like 5 running backs. Okay, we got to figure out this run back 2 situation. Like no, they still think that they have a guy in Lloyd, and the fact that the team still kind of has some trust in him. This might be his last shot of that trust, but the fact that the team still kind of has trust and faith in him, it's like, hey, this is a guy that we're gonna rely on, or at least like hang our hat on, that we think this guy is a good player, a good backup for us. I think that's definitely interesting. Good time to take Deebo at 140 too if he gets there. You could probably take Deebo and stop at receiver, and well, I mean, with this team, we can kind of do a lot of different things. Not a great player, don't hit far, but love being outside the beers. Hey, that's a good time. That's all that matters, really. As long as you're having fun, that's really the only thing that matters. People take it a little too seriously. I get it's a very competitive sport. I like to be good at stuff, so I take it seriously too. Like I don't want to be bad, but at the same time, I think it's really meant to be an enjoyable time with your friends or whoever else you can go out with. Keaton Mitchell, yeah, I'm just gonna keep getting my Keaton Mitchell exposure up. Don't feel like I have enough of him. I'm gonna grab a little bit as I go here. Used to golf more when living in AZ, but only summers the past 10 years. Yeah, it's probably like, I feel like the summers of Arizona is probably insane for heat. I don't even know if I'd be able to play. But I guess it's hot here too, so I can't really say much there. It gets hard when you're out there for, at least for me, because I'm not really used to it. Once you get to like later in the round, it gets like, man, I get kind of tired. And not that golf is that taxing, but like I'm just not used to doing that. I'm used to playing soccer games and stuff, which is more running, but it's just a different thing. Sitting out in the sun and stuff all day. But yeah, very fun. Want to get better at it, but definitely something I'm going to continue to pick up, and as I continue to get older, just keep picking it up, keep learning, keep getting better at it, and yeah, it's fun. Samson, Hunter, Camara, Pacheco. Yeah, I mean, I just take Travis Hunter whenever I see Travis Hunter. I click the button. I'm a simple man, and we're gonna end up with like, I don't know. This is gonna be a really weird build. I'll tell you that much. I'm gonna have 7 receivers, 7 running backs probably, and I'm just like, hey, give me points, or maybe 2-6-8-2. We'll see. I probably should have took Deebo there. Deebo at 150 would have been a better pick. It's not about being good. Just playing with friends good enough. You're not playing for money and everything. Yeah, exactly. And like no one, like 95% of people playing golf, like probably more than that, playing golf are not playing for money, so they shouldn't really take it that seriously. Obviously, they take it and enjoy it however you want. If all you care about is being the best you could possibly be, that's fine. But you know, it's meant to be, in my opinion, just have some fun with it. You know, have some fun. Spend some time with friends. It's a good way to spend time with family, your parents, or you know, your grandparents, whoever you want to play with. Your son one day, your grandson, whatever. You know, those kind of things are all options and very cool. Or if you have a daughter, your daughter, you know, whoever wants to play. It's just like that's a cool thing it's a cool pastime, I think. You can do it every weekend for a summer, every weekend for a spring, every other weekend. Like it's good. I feel like good bonding time potentially. I think it's pretty cool. That's the main thing I think I like. I think it's really cool is like if you have a group of like 3 friends, you can go out with, or even just one, go hit the golf course with them a couple times a year, or a couple times to catch up throughout the year. I think that's a very cool thing. All right, Samson or Bigsby? I think I'll go Samson first. I mean, Bigsby's, I don't know if I like more there. I mean, in terms of like week 1 roll, probably like a Samson thing, but I do think Bigsby's live to get 8 carries like in any game. I feel like if he's the clear 2 there, I feel like he's very live to just get like 8 carries. So I want to get no week 7 buys. I have enough week 7. I also probably, yeah, I should have definitely took Deebo there. That was stupid. That's all right. Maybe I'll get lucky and get Stribling. Wicks. Oh, Dell. Here's Dell. Dell can be my save here. Boston's fine. Yeah, we got some receivers here that look good. So yeah, I'm just I'm just committed to this Eliminator team being funky, and I'm happy just to deal with whatever happens with it. Just because I know I'm getting a unique build that serves a purpose. Like, I'm not just being unique to be unique. I'm being unique in a smart way, or like I'm not taking Caleb and Mendoza and saying, oh, whatever, we'll figure it out. Like, that doesn't seem smart to me. I'm not taking Colson Loveland and AJ Barner. I'm taking I'm not taking Colson Loveland and Parkinson. I'm taking Colson Loveland Kelsey. Feels like I can survive two there. All right, so Stribling goes, unfortunately. Boston could be our last guy. No, we want Dell here. I'm happy to take Dell ahead of ADP. So we have Chase, Wilson, Parker Washington, Michael Wilson, Shakir, Hunter, Dell. I mean, that feels just fine to me. I think I'm going to end with 3 running backs and just kind of fill in the blanks there. Kalen Black's fine. James Conner, Bidell. I mean, I like Jalen Wright a lot. I really want to hear some news on him, because I will take Jalen Wright at a high clip if possible. Feels like a team that could end up shutting down players late in the season. And I feel like that could be another chance for like Jalen Wright to show some stuff like the end of last year where Ollie Gordon and Jalen Wright got some run. Yeah, it just feels like a fun team to take dart throws on. Maybe not a fun team, but an interesting team to take dart throws on with like all the late Miami guys you can get. Yeah, like Chris Bell, Caleb Douglas. I think they have Kevin Coleman, I think his name is. They have a lot of late dart throws that you could just take like a last round pick on. I don't think you should be taking them now, but there will be emergence in some way, and I think those are pretty fun picks. Just to have like a guy, like a team that's like a throwaway, the team at the end of the year is just like, yeah, whatever, like we sucked this year. We'll go ahead and just like toss the ball around and see what happens. And you know, that's when Caleb Douglas has a couple of good games late in the season, or you know, Chris Bell shows up for a big week. You know, stuff like that I think is live to happen. All right, let's get our running backs up here. Marshawn Lloyd will be the first pick if I'm able to take him. Yeah, Marshawn Lloyd, Kalen Black will be the first 2 picks here, and then we'll figure out our last one after that. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I think could grab Mendoza just to have like an extra quarterback. I mean, at this point, it's kind of where you decide is like, is another running back even helping me? I mean, maybe, but a lot of these cases, I'm pretty aware. I'm pretty aware at this point that like the sharper pick is just grabbing another quarterback, just because how valuable they are in this contest. If you end up thin at quarterback, you could just immediately get knocked out of the contest. But for the sake of what I want to accomplish with this team and just kind of make a really unique build, that could work out, could be too risky, that ends up biting me in the ass, but I kind of want to play it this way and see how it works out, and we'll see. If Jeremiah Love doesn't play, like Algier gets 25 touches and Love gets like 10 week 1, I might get eliminated immediately. I don't know, but I'm going to give it a try. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I don't think I've taken him much, but I think that's a perfect time to take him. When you need running back help early, Holani and Eliminator, I think that makes perfect sense to me. Unless Charbonnet plays week 1, which it seems like it's possible somehow. So that I would be a little bit worried about, but I don't think it's going to happen. So yeah, like out of all these picks, I just like Katron Allen the most. I love Singleton. I just feel like he's one of those guys that were potentially like discounted just because he was hurt at the combine, and he could be a lot faster, a lot better than he showed, because he couldn't really show it. But I haven't really gotten anything good from camp from him, so I've just kind of took my foot off the gas, which I think is the smart way to play it. I could easily just keep hammering him, but I think my opportunity to hammer him could be coming if we get good news on him. And if we don't, I have a bag packed of him, and I'm happy to have 10-15% of him by the end of the season, and that's fine with me. But the guy I'm super interested in, for sure, I'm definitely keeping an eye on that Tennessee backfield. Because it feels pretty open. I mean, I didn't think Pollard was super impressive. Tajay doesn't feel like a guy that can take a lot of work. So there's definitely opportunity there. If Singleton shows some life, I think there's some opportunity there. Okay, so Katron probably the pick here. If not, we could do a... We're not taking Emmett Johnson. I mean, we could just go Joan, right? And just say screw it. Giddens has been getting drafted. I haven't really seen much about him. But, I mean, there must have been some stuff on Giddens in camp. Like, well, I mean, he was taking reps when Taylor's out, so that's one thing. So I'll take some Giddens. Why not? I'm not afraid to take DJ Giddens. I was taking him last year for 0 points. I'll take him again. Yeah, I'm up for this. Down for it. I was workshopping a little bit of another take. Always workshopping takes. Let's go Giddens. Why not? Don't really care who I take there. I think I'll just do Giddens. So, Eliminator team done. We got Caleb and Mahomes. We got Kenneth Walker, Jeremiah Love, Keith Mitchell, Dylan Sampson, Marshawn Lloyd, Kalen Black, DJ Giddens. So basically Love, Walker, and then whoever wants to fill in the blanks there. Chase, Garrett Wilson, Parker Washington, Michael Wilson, Khalil Shakir, Travis Hunter, Tank Dell. This should have been Deebo. That was a mistake by me. I'm an idiot. Loveland, Kelsey as my tight ends. I like this team quite a bit. For Eliminator, definitely riskier. Definitely not my optimal build. Definitely not so that I would do a bunch. But for like a few teams here and there, I really like doing these kind of builds. All right. Now we jump into the BBM streets for 2 BBMs. And that'll be it for the day. Pull up this take here. Basically, I just wanted to make sure I have my thoughts articulated. I think it's the year where like you just go round 2 on some of these players, like some of these guys that were super juiced up in price and they didn't work out. Just go again. This is the time to just try again. If you don't succeed the first time, try again. And that's the time. It's like we get a second shot. Like we get, we struck out in the baseball game, and we get a fourth strike. The ump gives us an extra strike. He's like, hey, we'll give you one more chance to swing for this home run. Travis Hunter. We'll give you one more chance to swing for the home run. Jonathan Brooks. I think that's it's shown in the way I've been playing it already with my percentages, and I'll continue to be grabbing those guys. Nice to get some CLV on Brooks, and then it might get more CLV if he continues to rise and gets good camp reports. But, one year it's a catastrophic disaster. The next year, you get to buy in again. And the thing that's interesting about Hunter is that you get to buy in at a much cheaper price. Obviously, Parker Washington emerging throws a little bit of a wrench into things, but I'm just kind of interested in that. And if you kind of put it into DFS terms, it happens time and time again. Like 1 week, players massive chalk, fails. So players like 50% owned, everyone wants to play them. They have their colossal bust. Next week, just lock them in. They're going to be, maybe they project for the exact amount of points, and that still gives them ownership, but there's no shot they'll be anywhere near 50% the next week. Maybe they'll be 10. Maybe if they really got burnt, they'll be like 5%, and you just make the same play again the next slate, and then maybe you profit. So keep that in mind when you're drafting this year. If they burnt you last year, sometimes it's good to feel a little bit uncomfortable and kind of do something kind of crazy. Like, hey, This player gave me a lot of pain last year, but hey, I'm going to do it again. See how it goes. Maybe it'll work out. I'll take some. Charbonnet had surgery February 20th. It's a 9-month minimum recovery. That's November. How could people think he could be ready for week 1? I don't know. There was like a report about it, I think. I don't remember what the report was, but I don't think it was like, I don't think anyone expected him to be ready week 1 until we got a report about it. And like I said, like aiming to try or something. It wasn't like, it's pretty clear he's probably not going to play week 1, but it was like kind of like a shock to see like even that being thrown out into the ether of like, wow, this guy could play week 1. There's like a world where that happens. That's shocking. So I don't know what I don't remember where the report was, but it definitely definitely was somewhere. Saw it on a post. Let's go Jeanty. Just go Jeanty Barkley, I guess. Jeanty Hampton. Sure, Jeanty Barkley, that's fine. I didn't really have a take there. The 112 is kind of like take 2 running backs or take a unique combo. Is really that's like my only takes there. Like, hey, give me Jeanty and Nico, give me Jeanty Bowers. I haven't done that yet, but give me Jeanty Bowers, give me Jeanty AJ Brown, give me Jeanty Pickens, give me Barkley Pickens, you know, something like that, or just like, yeah, I'm just gonna say take 2 running backs, take Hampton, Walker, take Henry, Barkley, take Jeanty, Chase Brown, just mix and match. So I think it's probably fine because there's a pretty big tier gap at running back after Achane. You get down to Jeremiah Love, definitely doesn't feel as safe or doesn't feel great really to be taking him in the same kind of manner. So, all right, we're rolling, we're rocking and rolling. We got Taylor and Henry in the 109. We got Barkley and Jeanty in the 112. But yeah, we're having a good time today. It's been a good time. We had one more draft after this, one more BBM. We're doing 2 BBMs today. One Eliminator we just got finished up with a little bit ago. If you guys are new, drop a sub. Would really appreciate it. We're trying to grow this thing from the ground up. Something I just enjoy doing on the side here. It's a lot of fun. Bring some in real life friends on to chat and just kind of hang out. It's a good time. Good positive vibes here. We have a good time here. So definitely love doing this, and I would appreciate anyone coming by again or hanging out more, and appreciate any subs or anything like that. So thank you guys. Bryce goes at 24. Yeah, and then content-wise, also I'll throw in as well. I'll be planning to do probably three, 4 recordings a week. Probably more so three recordings a week for the rest of the summer until week 1, and then we'll have our weekly battle royales. If you had a lot of success in last year, we'll have our weekly battle royale build and battle streams every week as well, usually on Friday or Saturday. And hopefully we'll have some fun Eliminator talk to do. Like we'll have throughout the season, we'll be like, hey, these are my here's my Eliminator teams I'm excited about. Here's where we're at. Here's week 10. You know, we get around to week 8 and I have like 5 teams, maybe 8 teams left or whatever. That could be a lot of fun to kind of track those ones. Because that's how it goes by quick. Like once you get to like week 10, if you have a few teams left, you're feeling pretty good. Let alone if you get to like week 14 and still have 2 teams left. That's very rare. This draft is cooking. It's good. Get this thing rolling. Usually just double tap receiver here on most occasions, but yeah, I mean it's really not much to be had here. Waddle Jeanty. Waddle and I like Waddle Terry quite a bit. Let's do Waddle Terry. We're getting pretty close to like Washington being like, yeah, it's about time where like Washington could be a value here, where like you can get like Deebo's not a threat anymore. The only threats are Keenan and Diggs. I haven't really heard much about either of those players going to the Commanders, really. I guess you never really know what's going to happen, but I think there's a world where they end up riding with what they have, and Tony Williams could be a nice value. Chig could be a nice value. Because if Tony Williams is like, and then maybe you throw in like a guy like maybe Burks comes into this conversation, like someone else will move up, and that could be very interesting for this offense. And like a bounce back year for Daniels potentially. I think it could be really fun. FFPC Big Gorilla, you gotta do one, maybe even draft one with your friends. Okay. I'll think about it. Let me pull up FFPC. I haven't even looked at it in quite a while now. Let me mute you. Just wanted to save your guys' eardrums from my keyboard, since Firefox doesn't allow me to noise suppression. So yeah, maybe I will. 350 to enter. I could probably swing that with some friends. That'd be fun. Trying to remember, is this the best ball one, or is this just like the main thing that everyone joins? Like, is this just the main thing that everyone goes into? Like, is the Big Gorilla just like the flagship, basically? Like the fan, like, isn't it like season long? Yeah, it's season long, right? So I'll have to think about it a little bit more. I haven't really given it much thought, but definitely be down to do it. You're gonna give me fantasy sports with a big prize pool. Doesn't take much to sell me on that. fun format, different scoring. Okay. I'll have to look into it. I know a lot of other like content creators are doing it and have done it in the past, so I'll just have to look into it a little more. I kind of just do a lot of drafting and stuff like that already, where it's kind of just like, yeah, I don't know how much I want to add to it. And I also have like 3 or 4 3 home leagues basically, which isn't that much. A couple dynasty leagues. I know a lot of people have more than that, but just trying to kind of like keep the workload at a nice 15 touches a game, not a 30 touch workhorse, Always down for free money. That's what I like to hear. We'll do the Big Gorilla then. Get some free daps and start handing it out. I guess we might as well. Looks like someone just messaged me about another team. I did another league I ended up winning last year. Maybe I can run it back. Small league, not. This is no. Take Tyson. We go Daniels for sure. Almost forgot about Daniels. We go Daniels, and then we go with Brian Thomas. Yeah, I should get. I'll take some Brian Thomas. It's fine. Once the real playoffs is here, then that'll happen. But anyways, what I was saying, home league, home league got a nice win in a home league last year. Helped a couple other dynasty leagues, did good in, but yeah, nothing compared to the prize pools that we can get on these Underdog and DraftKings and Drafters and FFPC, you name it, all the above. But I never complain. It's always like it's a different feeling to like do good in a Battle Royale, which obviously if I'm going to choose like a good Battle Royale week, I'm going to choose that every time just because the amount you get. But like we all know, if you guys have all played in leagues for your whole life or for a long time, you know how good it feels to like get one over on your friends from elementary school, middle school, high school, college, whatever. You know, we know how good that feels. Get bragging rights to the next year. All right, we got Daniels, Jeanty, Barkley, Waddle, McLaurin, Brian Thomas. Let's roll over to... We'll roll over here. Yeah, FFPC playoffs start, I mean, yeah, just literally January, sometime in January. I'm ready for it as well. Definitely one of the more fun contests you can do, especially you can do it with your friends. It's a very good time. All right, so I feel like it's slowed down. I feel like I took Daniels and Thomas like 5 minutes ago, and now I'm not even halfway to my pick. Burrow goes the 102. Unstacked. That's just interesting to me. Like, I don't know. I just don't know, like, what makes you want to take Burrow there when you just don't have anyone. And yeah, not every Burrow team's going to have Chase or Higgins, but it doesn't have to. But it doesn't even entice me at all. Down to 73. Is that a reach, or has he just been moving up a bunch? No, it's a massive reach. But if you want to get downs, I guess that's the way to do it. Herbert goes, yeah, that Herbert, and I always end up with a quarterback here, and I end up like not being able to take Herbert or T-Law. That's something I definitely want to try to work on, because it's just kind of those quarterbacks you miss out on because you take a quarterback before that a lot, and that's something I just don't want to like fall into, because I like T-Law and Herbert quite a bit, and I don't want to have like none of them, and I don't have much. I think I have a little bit of Herbert, but T-Law at like 3% is not great. 13% Herbert, that's passable. Yeah, I mean, I pretty much, if I can get Achane as the last running back in the tier, I pretty much just grab him. It doesn't happen very often. Sometimes a different player will fall, or I'll take Bowers or something, but yeah, I'm always down to grab him there. Yeah, I always have trouble kind of deciding how I want to play two running back starts. I have Jeanty, Barkley. Sometimes I just want to push my max running back to like very late, or I could just kind of build in the room around them and stop at 4. Because when you take Jeanty, Barkley, and then a couple late guys, you probably need to get 5, maybe 6. If you take Jeanty, Barkley, and then grab Harvey and Corum, you're just done at running back. All right, let's see. This is Bo Nix territory probably pretty soon here. Jaden Reed. Yeah, I love Corum here. Let's go Jaden Reed and Corum. Play the hits a little bit. Yeah. Ooh, Laporta too. Let's go Corum. Or Rico or Harvey. Let's do Corum. I like Corum. Corum just feels like that really nice middle ground of like a guy that's, I think, has a week 1 role and also could take the backfield over, and then in an event of a Kyron missing time, he's just a smash. It's kind of like the, well, I don't know, there's a lot of situations like that, but whenever you can get a guy that has a role in the offense, I kind of think the Corum, Manungai, Kyron, and Kyron and Corum is like the kind of the closest way to describe it. Swift and Manungai, Corum and Kyron is kind of similar, where they're both probably 1A, 1B, and obviously Kyron being the probably the more valuable at this point, and Swift being the more valuable. But you could see a world where that flip-flops, or you could see a world where one of them gets hurt and the other one's a smash, and you get the cheaper one, and the cheaper one smashes. That's super interesting. So yeah, I just like Corum a lot. He's gone up probably like 20 picks as well since this contest is open. So One thing I noticed in the lobby, I was going to try to do a chow chow, maybe on stream or just like, I don't know. I was just going to do another chow chow draft and it already filled. I guess it was a lot smaller than I realized it was, but that thing filled quick. I wanted to like do a slow draft or something, but that thing was gone in an instant, man. Crazy. All right, so Bo Nix, who we want here for sure. We could definitely stop Daniels and Nix. Waddle, McLaurin, two guys that could definitely be undervalued at their price right now. If they, you know, they kind of hit their ceiling outcomes, that could be super interesting. They could both be in the second round next year. We've already seen Waddle in the second round many times. Then we have Jeanty, Barkley, just fine. Golden, I've been trying to get more of as well. Don't really want to have only exposure to Reed and Kraft. I want to make sure I have a good chunk of Golden, Watson as well. Just don't really feel like that needs to be so rigid. Here comes T-Law falling back to me, huh? Yeah, I mean, if T-Law fell, I probably would have just grabbed him. This guy's got the 2-2, 3-2. Okay. All right. Yeah, this Brooks stuff is pretty interesting. Like, I'm glad I packed my bags on Brooks, and that doesn't. I don't like. He might not hit. He might stink. He might be an awful pick, but I'm very happy I did pack the bags up with him. I could go Mason and stop at running back. I could grab Love as well. And go like Bo Nix, Love, and go three heavy, no kind of heavy quarterback. But I think yeah, Nix and Golden would be my preferred two here. Jordan Mason goes. All right, so we get Golden win. Damn. Okay. Yeah, I'll do Bo Nix, Pittman. That's fine. There's really no tight ends jumping off the page to me either, so we'll do Bo Nix, Pittman, I guess. Yeah, a good guy to get on a team. Kind of feels like a floor-ish pick. Definitely not bad just to get Pittman on this team. Daniels, Bo Nix, Jeanty, Barkley, Corum, Jalen Waddle, Terry McLaurin. I don't know what happened to my camera there. Looked like it just flickered, but Jalen Waddle, McLaurin, Brian Thomas, Jaden Reed, my Pittman. So with how we built so far, this could be a 4 tight end build. It just kind of feels like that's kind of where I've been leaning now. I don't know if that's correct or not, but that's where I've been kind of starting to lean, where it's like I don't have a lot of use for a lot of these other picks, and I want to have a good tight end score. And I think a good way to lock in a solid tight end score is to get 4. And you're just like playing, you're rolling the dice every week with those 4 guys. You're just saying, hey, who's scoring a touchdown this week? You know, my turn to score a touchdown. Then it's the next guy's turn. Then it's the next guy is just find 10 points a week at tight end. With those 4, I feel like that's very, very possible. So I just kind of like going that route. All right, we're not gonna forget about Deebo this time. Is he already gone? No, he's not. Okay. Deebo, I think Deebo 140 is totally fine. So I think if we get Deebo I'll take Deebo at 133. Compromise with the Deebo people. I will take Deebo at 133. Shuck goes, Willis goes. Yeah, we could stop at 2. We can get another guy. If Jordan Love's there, I think we're just jamming the button on that. could go Rodgers late if we're feeling like an extra quarterback, but definitely don't need it. I assume someone's going to grab this Jordan Love, though. This guy probably will take him, the order taker. Ferguson's not a guy I get a lot of, but I guess this would be a decent time to get him. I kind of discount the idea that Ferguson is like more of like a. I just like whenever I just feel like Ferguson's just like a 3 for 30 type of guy, but the real thing is like if Lamb, I mean he could score touchdowns any week for sure. Dak is a really good security blanket for Dak, but if Lamb or Pickens are down, Ferguson picks up a lot of extra targets, and that is definitely valuable. So I don't want to full fade it. I probably want to have a lot, but I definitely don't want to full fade it. This is a good team to take Keaton Mitchell as well. I've been finding myself just grabbing Keaton Mitchell on every team like these last couple teams. Oh, Ferguson went. Ooh, okay. Let's go. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep on fading Deebo. Sorry, bro. Let's get Chig and keep Mitchell. It's fine. I don't need 8% Deebo. I don't need it. I don't even want it. I don't think he's the same Deebo he was before. I love it. And Deebo's one of my favorite players. Don't get me wrong. He's been one of my favorite players for a long time, especially like back in the heyday of the Niners. Really fun to watch, but that was a little while ago. So double stack with Chig. Not bad. All right, Tony Williams, Branch. Branch has been kind of ticking up a little bit. Booty, I don't really know if I feel good about him, but he's been rising. Maybe I should be taking Keenan Allen every time and learning my lesson, but I just don't end up with a lot of teams that feel gross at receiver, and that's when those are times I want to take the bets. Is when I feel gross at receiver. Stribling ahead of Deebo, interesting. I don't think that's going to be the case at any point, really. Stribling will be, I think, pretty firmly behind Deebo for most of the offseason. Or I think for the whole offseason, really. Omar Cooper here. Trey Tucker. We could get some late Raiders. If we're feeling really crazy, we could do this. I think one of the reasons I came around on Mayer is because I'm so terrified of Bowers getting hurt. Is I just want to make sure I have something. Because if Bowers gets hurt, Mayer is probably like the top 8 tight end. And he'd be super low owned. And I just would like to have some of them. And I will have some. Because sometimes when I need 4 tight ends, I grab Mayer. And I'm going to definitely have some of that. So it's just it's a coward play. But you know, I think it's fine. Probably the only like handcuff tight end you can take in the league. I guess Arroyo maybe, stuff like that. There's some stuff like Stowers. I guess you can consider a handcuff potentially, but yeah. A lot of these guys don't end up really being handcuffs. They're more so just like second tight ends because a lot of people are running the 2 tight end sets. Like, who knows what the Chargers are going to do? They have a lot of dudes there. A lot of cooks in the kitchen there. So Deebo went. Can't get Deebo. Oh, well. Who do we want? I always like getting Sadiq on these teams. Just like kind of feel like building an upside to a tight end room that is otherwise pretty weak. Could stop at 4 here. At running back, we could also grab another one. I have no idea who I'm picking here. Oof, this is gross. All right, we're going Sadiq for sure. Let's do Sadiq Dulcich. I could do Branch as well. Ferguson. I'm gonna do Dulcich. Yeah, we can go. We can go forward. Yeah, it's probably still a 4 tight end build, and we can get that by going only 4 running backs. So we have no overlapping buys at running back. We have Jeanty, Barkley, Corum as just kind of like 3 should have scores most weeks. Jeanty, Barkley being more so safe. Corum with a little bit of upside. I think Mitchell will just kind of pop in for 15 pointers. Is kind of the goal of Mitchell. Could be more. Could be the consistent 10, 15 pointer, but I think the most likely outcome for Keaton Mitchell is like, give me a 15 pointer in a random week. Give me a 25 pointer in a random week, and I'll be happy. So I think that's probably what role he plays, which is fine as a 4th running back, especially with the capital I spent already. Yeah, I think I'd stop at 4. So 2, 4, 7, 4. I've done a few of those. I think you could. Oh, yeah. 2, 4, 7, 4 is 6, 10, 17. So I can do 2, 5, 7, 4, or 2, 4, 8, 4. Probably 2, 4, 8, 4. And I will take Keaton Allen if he's available for me on this one. We'll also take Mayer too, if available. All right, see what people are cooking. I haven't really looked at other teams that much. I know there was one guy doing something kind of crazy. I need to look at that Eliminator team. That was kind of wicked. I'll look at it in a minute. Which one was I thinking of? I don't think there's anything crazy in this one. I think it was the Eliminator that was more wild. Let me take a look at this Eliminator team. I'll show you it. There's a guy that didn't take a receiver till like round 8. I just kind of want to see how that team ended up. Out of pure curiosity. So he went Alec Pierce, wide receiver 1, Wando Robertson, wide receiver 2, Casey Concepcion, wide receiver 3. He took 6 running backs with Taylor, Swift, Pollard, Dobbins. Yeah, I think I probably would have just ended up 2, 4, 10 too, because yeah, Shaheed, wide receiver 4. I mean, that's just playing with fire, man. I mean, you could ping pong for sure, but it just feels like you're locking like 2 8s into your receiving lineup every week. And yeah, that's not fun. All right. Last few picks of this BBM. I like what we got cooking here. I don't think it's my favorite team. I just don't really like the teams at the 12 spot that much. But it's not bad. Daniels, Knicks, Jeanty, Barkley, Corum, Mitchell, Jalen Waddle, Terry McLaurin, Brian Thomas, Jaden Reed, Michael Pittman, Chigakonkwo, Kenyon Sadiq, and Greg Dulcich. So yeah, there goes Branch. I really wanted Branch, but such is life. We'll grab another Tank Dell share since I'm allowed to take him now. Now I can. Now I when I was taking Tank Dell before, it was just kind of like vibes. It was just kind of like, hey, I like Tank Dell. I feel like he could be back. Now I can at least take Tank Dell out of some positive camp stuff. So that's cool. I want to see Tank Dell play. I think we just lean into the whole narrative. I don't take a lot of. I haven't been taking a lot of Antonio Williams recently, but let's just lean into it. Then we'll take one more tight end. Probably going to end up being my Mayer, and then we'll just take Keenan, hopefully. Cyrus Allen at 182. Wow. Wow. My first Keenan team. Is that what's about to go down here? My first Keenan team. Oof. There goes Kalen Black. Yeah, I mean, I could go another running back, but I think I'm fine. I like pushing it to the limit. And it's like, yeah, safety's good, being smart is good, but I think you can also accomplish what you want and build in a little more upside. Like grab this 4th tight end, maybe that ends up being a big help for me to make it to the next rounds and make it through the next rounds. Definitely possible. So we have Daniel stacked like 3 ways. We have Nick stacked once with Waddle. And then we have quite a bit of like week 17 correlations sprinkled in here with a little bit of other. Not really purposeful, but just kind of ended up with some extra correlations on top of that. T-Ferg off the board, 189. Connor, there's a lot of interesting running back names going off. Like Connor at 188 seems weird. There's a few kind of strange ones that I noticed. Kalen Black Rise makes sense though. That seems okay. Yeah, I wouldn't take Pearsall at 140 right now. You always hope there's just like people doing crazy stuff everywhere, but generally speaking, most drafters are pretty like, and smart is objective, but I feel like most drafters on Underdog are doing some pretty smart stuff most of the time. Feels like, at least. It's like I kind of see where they're going. You're right. You should be going at one. You should be going at. Connor should be going at the 1-2 turn. You're right. Yeah, I'll take Mayer and Keenan, and if no Keenan, I'll take whatever. Whoever's here of this group, I guess. Get my first booty share. Whatever. Gino, booty goes. Is there any more four tight end bros over here? No 4 tight end bros with me? I bet there'll be one more 4 tight end guy. Jaden Blue. Definitely been seeing a lot of good Jaden Blue hype. He's looked pretty good. Definitely passing the eye test, but I don't really know. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Jaden Blue yet. Just with like how kind of disastrous his first season was, with like all the the extracurricular stuff that he struggled with. Like, guy is messing around, not focused, all sorts of other like bad attitude things. Like that's usually really, really bad. Because coaches don't put up with that shit. And yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine. But will he be the running back 2 is really the only relevant question, and I don't know confidently yet. And Malik Davis served pretty well last year in that role. Could see it happening again. Here's the team. 2484, probably the first 2484 I've ever done this year. So Daniels, Knicks, Jeanty, Barkley, Corum, Mitchell, Jalen Waddle, Terry McLaurin, Brian Thomas, Jaden Reed, Michael Pittman, Tony Williams, Tank Dell, Keenan Allen, my first Keenan Allen team, Chigakonkwo, Kenyon Sadiq, Greg Dulcich, Michael Mayer, 4 tight ends to hopefully give me 10 points a week. All right, that is it for that one. Let's get one more BBM in, and then we'll be peace in the scene for the night. It's been fun so far, though. Had a good time. I think my Eliminator team I felt really good about. That was one of my favorite teams I built in a long time. At least in the Eliminator, that was a really fun team. So, all about that squad. keep an eye on this MLB stuff because I have a couple dinger teams with some life to get into the next round. Want to see if I can get a couple more that were on the bubble through. Doesn't seem like it's going too well, but I've still holding on to these couple teams that are close. So yeah, I have 6 teams out of 20 would be pretty nice. I'd be happy with that in the dinger. All right, let's keep it rolling. Last BBM of the stream. This is BBM number 69. Nice. Very nice. BBM number 69. Here we go. Who are we going to get? Go ahead and refresh my lineup tool here. Yeah, I have some Eliminator slows, so I'm over halfway there. I only have 67 completed right now, but I've got, I think, maybe 10 slow drafts going on Eliminator, so we'll keep those sprinkling in. I want to get, I don't know, I probably will do maybe 24 more, or like maybe 30 more Eliminators on stream, maybe 25. I want to get as much of that as a slow draft, so I want to get a lot of those slow drafts in. This is a good time to do it, too, because you get a lot of camp news, and you can kind of, obviously, you'll land on some bad stuff, but you will definitely have times where you're on the clock on a lot of drafts, and you can just kind of hammer a guy that's going to move up 40 picks or 30 picks or move down 20 picks or whatever. All right, I got 108. Well, you wouldn't hammer them, but you'd be avoiding them at least. 108. I call this Justin Jefferson land, really. CMC falls, if Amon-Ra falls, I'll take either. Otherwise, I will probably just take Justin Jefferson and just, yeah, enjoy the opportunity to get 20% Jefferson. I think that's just something I'm going to want to do, and I'm probably going to end up with like around 20, and that'll be at the expense of JT and maybe a little bit of CMC, but I would like to get probably with the field on CMC in a perfect world, so we'll work on that, but yeah, the only person I really want to be overweight is CMC or Jefferson, and I think I could probably accomplish that by just being low JT this year. Like go 2% JT or 3% JT, whatever, and then that probably gets me to 15 JJ. And then if I want to go, I don't know, lighter on Cook, maybe I can get a couple more Jefferson shares in there or something like that. But yeah, being able to get like 20% Jefferson is something I'd like to do. I don't think going like 30, 40 really makes much sense because then you're fading a lot of first round picks, and that is generally not a good idea because you just don't know who's going to get the 50-pointer in the week that matters or the 40-pointer. And as much as Jefferson, having a lot of Jefferson would be nice, I don't think going too crazy. It could be fun like in a like one contest like thing where you do you 150 max a puppy draft and you put Jefferson as your 105 or something and just get like 40% of them. Oh, let me get CMC. Come on. I actually want CMC now. Can I get him? Probably not, but hey, I got him. All right, hey. I wanted to get a little more CMC, and here's my chance to do it. So 108, got CMC. There we go. I think there's a world where he kind of creeps up a little bit, where just people are like, "Oh, I guess he's still healthy, he's still alive, and it's camp, and he's still alive." I think there's a fair world where he just kind of like creeps up the board a little bit at a time. Like, I don't think he gets much past like 5, but he could probably flip JSN and be like the 105. I can see that. I don't think he gets past Puka or Chase. Basically flip them in like the Eliminator, so definitely not possible. Let's get Hampton. Come on, Florida Gators, do something weird. You don't want double week 7 bye. Let me get Hampton. Ah, damn it. Well, let's get CMC with one of my favorite picks on the board. But I'm not going to have a lot of CMC. Let's get CMC with like my favorite pick on the board. AZ Cards, you have a good night, man. Appreciate you hanging out. And I hope you have a wonderful night, my dude. And hope you enjoy your next golf session, bro. Your next golf round of golf. Appreciate it, man. Take it easy. Have a good night. So yeah, I assume I don't have a McCaffrey Bowers team. If I do, I'll probably be mad. Just take a look. I don't. Yeah. No McCaffrey Bowers. Like who? I have Olave McCaffrey. Looks like. Yeah, like who do I have Bowers with or McCaffrey with right now? Probably AJ Brown, I'm guessing. I don't know. That's fine. Take a guy. Take one of my favorite picks with a guy I don't take a lot of. That's a good process. We're gonna avoid Olave though. We'll take Love or McBride if they're there, probably. Brees would be great. Say would be great. All right, let's see what we end up with. Change the song here. Buka off the board. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, don't tell me with a good time. I'll do it. I'll do Jeremiah Love. I will take him again, but okay. Brees is there. That's fine. I'm happy to take Brees. Another guy I love taking. CMC, Brees, Bowers. Definitely not a team I make a lot, but I'm happy to have this kind of team in my portfolio. I feel pretty good. I can get some. This would be like a really good team to get Deebo on at a good price. We'll see. We'll see if we can compound that a little bit. Maybe get like Deebo and Stripling, get Purdy. Load up on the Niners here. Kittle. I mean, I don't know. Maybe this is like a mega. Maybe this is a mega San Fran stack team. Is that what this is? Don't include Pearsall, but it could be. It could be. I don't want Kalen Black for McCaffrey, but it's every second that goes by, I'm more and more interested in doing this mega stack of the Niners. We want to get an eagle on this team for the upside. Bigsby could be really fun. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We'll see. Let's make sure. Let's get the first guy that we want here first. Gonna miss out on a lot of stuff I like, but yeah, just lean into it. I'm gonna have more than 3 McCaffrey teams, and they're not all gonna have 9 49ers on it. So let's just do this. Let's have a good time here. Let's have a good time here. We got McCaffrey, Brees Hall, Mike Evans, Brock Bowers. Mike Evans, one of my favorite players. Love the Bucks. Got to watch him dominate for a while. Let's enjoy it a little bit. I'm not gonna take a lot of Evans either, but I have 7%. That's not bad. More than I thought I would have. Probably in most drafts, I just take Waddle there or Wilson. All right, Brees, McCaffrey, Evans, Bowers to start this team off. We're probably gonna have to reach on a couple people, but I think my goal is to ultimately get 5 Niners on this team, maybe 6. Lemon at 65. I'm gonna go that route. Or I have to wait and see if he drops to 80. I can get Lemon at 80. Michael's feeling solid now. He is. He is feeling just a little bit better. All right, we're off with this for now. 8 picks away. See if anyone's doing anything crazy yet. We got 4 running back start: Walker, Henry, Kyron, Jacobs. We got a Cook, Hampton, ETN start. So, yeah, in a running back room that's probably getting starved right now. Definitely good to have more green early. This is a Bestball Mania, right? It is. Just want to make sure we're not in some contest that allows you to start 4 running backs. Just wanted to double check there. This is a fun range here. Burden, Monty, JMO, Hendo are all fun picks for me. Yeah. Fat chance I get Burden there, but I wanted I wanted it. I mean, JMO with CMC though. Ah, come on, dude. Frick, man. All right. Let's do Monty. Yeah. It's not fun, but we'll do it. You should feast with all the injuries, and we're only a weekend with that team. Yeah. The problem is that he could also be. He could be one of the ones that end up with an injury too. I mean, it could be anyone. McCaffrey. Who knows, man? It's just crazy. Like, what is that like? First week of camp, 3. I mean, Pearson might have already been hurt, but that's 3 injuries, like right off the rip there. Crazy. Kirk, Jordan James, and Pearsall. This is a fun time to take. This is a good time to take Lemon, probably. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting starved, so yeah, I just take Lemon here because I'm not taking. Yeah, we'll take Lemon, and we'll see what happens after this. I wanted to get an equal on this team, but if I end up with Hurts, I'm not mad. I mean, he could fall. He could fall for sure, but I doubt it. But I'm definitely not mad if he ends up falling into my lap here. And we take Deebo at 1. We probably take Deebo at 130-ish, and I mean Stripling 130. I mean, they're probably both in the same range. We'll see. I doubt I get all of them. There's just too many eyes on those guys, but maybe Kittle moves up too. That could be interesting. The Wicks Camp Buzz has been pretty strong. I think I already read that. Or maybe I just read it in my head. I'm losing it. Yeah, I mean, Wicks is just a good. I've always thought Wicks is a good player, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's looking good at camp. I think I'll probably be underexposed to him as it stands right now, but that could change. That could change. It's just not really someone I'm interested in drafting too much there. I draft quite a bit of running backs in that range, and I think I just always I don't really have a chance to take them much because I'm always taking like a running back dart throw or something. So this is this could pretty easily be a 4 running back build. We could stop at Bigsby. I mean, probably the cleanest way to do it is grab 2 at the end. Like Tank Bigsby and Vidal or Keith Mitchell or something like that. I think could make a lot of sense. Yeah, so no Hurts for me. That's fine. How do you feel about like a Herbert? Yeah, I'm gonna F around and find out, I think, on this team. Yeah. We're gonna really push the limits on this team. We're gonna really push receiver down the board and just see if we can make a team work. This could be an absolute shit show. Could be donating $25 to the community. Happy to do it, but hopefully not. Hopefully I'm not donating. I'm making a pretty sick team here that works out, but definitely doing some weird stuff for sure. Is it Cyrus Allen season? It must. I mean, is Cyrus Allen just the guy to be taken now? We've done this so many times with these Chiefs guys. Jalen Royals last year. What was that guy's name a couple years ago? What was that guy's name? He was like a super tall guy. Or he was like a big body receiver. What was his name? Ooh, man. That's going to bother me. Anyone got that name? Chiefs receiver. People were hyping up last year. Who was it? All right, we'll get Brock here. Cool. Brock, Herbert, McCaffrey, Brees, Monty. Oh, what was that guy's name, man? What was that guy's name? I want to think of it without looking it up because I know I can find it if I look it up. So I'll think about it. Obscure Chiefs receiver drafted last year. That's really the not Jalen Royals. He had an issue at the beginning of the year. Like he was having there was like a camp problem or something like that, or like a legal issue or something like that. What is that guy's name, dude? I mean, he has not done a single thing. I just want to remember his name. This could be the year for him. About to just type in Chiefs receivers waiver wire last year. I'm about to just type it in because I can't think of it. Is it Cyrus Allen? You guys gotta let me know. Is it Cyrus Allen time or is it still Type 1 Thornton season? Trey Harris, Keaton Mitchell on this team. I want to say it started. I keep thinking Lane, but I don't think it's Lane. It's not a Lane. It's a different name. All right. I mean, no, we take Kittle 114, right? Is there anything we can get? This is a Pittman ass team if there ever was one, right? Don't fuck me. You guys do not need Pittman. No one needs Pittman right now. Okay, good. Yeah, we take Pittman. This is definitely a Pittman team. And then we can get Kittle on the next one. And we'll be done at quarterback or tight end if we do that. And done at quarterback. Jalen Royal season. It's not. Oh, it's Jalen Royal season. What's up, Paulino? Thornton by a mile. All right. I'll go Thornton. Okay, I'm gonna find this guy's name. Can I look at 2025? Not Sky Moore. I know who Sky Moore is. What is that guy's name? Jimmy Holiday? No. Taekwon, Worthy, Rice, Royals. Not Remigio. No. What is this guy's name, dude? Hollywood Brown, Jason Brownlee. No, it's none of these guys, bro. It's like on the tip of my tongue. I'm gonna figure it out. Yes. Paulino. Let's go. That is who it was. Justin Ross. That's who I was thinking of. Okay. Oh, I got Kittle sniped. Fuck. Holy shit. Oh god, this is bad. No. We do not. We take golden. Golden. Whew. Except we are not taking Kit Mitchell at 113. Whew. Yeah, Justin Ross. Good pull. Good pull. I should have known that. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, but yeah, good pull. People picking it up in Dynasty, like, this guy's gonna be good, man. That'll forever be a thing, man. Just picking up people on waivers and just like finding out when they're gonna be dust and just rinse and repeat every year. But then every once in a while you find that one guy, you're like, this is it. This is my guy. All right, so in a perfect world, Keaton and Tank Bigsby to end this running back room off, and then we're just gonna no way you're taking Keaton Mitchell 118, bro. Wow. It's fine. I'll take the better pick in Vidal anyways. Good Lord, man. What the hell was that? All right, so do we take Stribling or Deebo first? Clemson, great. Justin Ross. Yep, exactly. Do we take Deebo first or do we take Stribling first? I'll tell you what, I take Wanda Robinson first if he's available. I'll tell you that much. True, no batch pick. Yeah, it is. No offense, but you sniped my guy. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I mean, taking the falling guys on a team you're trying to catch up a receiver is always just the sharp way to go, so I'm gonna do that. Go Kincaid. Who are we going at tight end here? I don't have a lot. Yeah, and I figured out I didn't have a lot of Dulcich and Bowers, so we can remedy that and grab another one of them. Dell, always going to be down to grab that. Okay, so there goes. This is a good Shakir team. Yeah, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that, though. We're just going to hope we get Deebo coming back. Yeah, we could take Shakir, but if we take Shakir there, we're going to miss out on one of Deebo and Stribling. I'm just like pretty confident in that, and now I hopefully have a chance to get both. So we'll see what happens. But like I just know for a fact if I take Shakir here and then I take Deebo or Stribling there, I'm just going to end up like there's no way I'm getting Deebo / Stribling at 152. They're going to be gone. So I have to take him now if I want him, and he's gone. Fuck. Damn it. Ah, that's all right. I like Stribling more than Deebo anyways. You can get the Chargers starting tight end and Njoku now. I haven't even heard, like, have I heard, has he been getting anything? I haven't heard a single, maybe I'm not looking in the right places, but I legit have not heard a single word about Njoku. Not even joking. Pun not intended either. Oh, there goes Shakir. See, this guy's just punishing me. Takes Deebo and Shakir. Oh, he also needs running back. Our receiver's bad. All right, fair enough. Ooh, Coker. That's a good one. Take Coker. So this is probably like a 2-5-9-2 looking like. So 3 more receivers. Take Trey Harris next. Take Tank Bigsby, Trey Harris. Next couple picks. Maybe go Tyquan late. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I want more Deebo. I do want more Deebo, but I'm gonna have to just gonna have to live with it. You know, I'm not gonna force it. I'm not gonna take my pick 100. I'll get some Deebo. I should have took him in my last draft, or I think it was the Eliminator draft. Should have took him there, but I will get a few more shares of Deebo. I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to go get 15% Deebo now. I'm just going to... I've already chose my desired path of the Deebo stuff already, so. But I do need some chargers, though. New song. That one first. Pearsall 147. Yeah, this guy's just vibing, huh? Keith Mitchell 118. Pearsall 147. Just living the life, man. All right. There's really no rhyme or reason I should get sniped on. Okay. Cool. Hey, I've seen this shit happen, man. I have to be defensive. We got Trey Harris, cool stuff. So yeah, ideally Trey Harris, Bigsby, Dulcich, my next 3 picks. We'll see what happens. I'm not sold that'll be what goes down, but that's what I want. And I kind of have my last few picks lined up, really. Go Ferguson if I don't end up getting Dulcich. I have a good shot. I have a good shot at Dulcich. Gadsden, not the worst if he falls to me at 161. I want to say I don't have any Gadsden Bowers teams, and I like that as well. Maybe I will do Gadsden if he falls. I don't know. We'll see if he falls before I start saying these things. Okay, down Sneak goes. It's this guy. This guy's been sniping me nonstop. He's gonna take my shit for sure. Yeah, there goes Gadsden. Shouldn't have said anything. I did this to myself. I mean, I like playing it through Trey Harris anyways, really. Probably should... I want to do it through Gadsden and Trey Harris, but yeah. Okay, Bigsby it is. Come on down. Yeah. Now, like, if this was Deebo, like, yeah, that's cool, but maybe Coker's a better pick. And I end up getting the upside swing on the correct ending. And do I really need Deebo, Stribling, Evans, McCaffrey? No, I don't. Njoku time. No, I'm not taking Njoku. Taking Dulcich or Ferguson, bro. Well, we'll see. If the beast gets starved, maybe I'll take Njoku, but I was pretty into him early on, and I'm not into him now. Jonah Coleman off the board. My guy is Stephen Blaine. Yeah, there's a lot of things I've already, like, I've gotten a lot of things right, a lot of things wrong already. Like, I thought Jaron Jones was a better pick. Now Mason flips him. You know, there's different stuff like that. I think Brooks is going to rise. I take a lot of him. I think Hunter's going to rise. I take a lot of him. I take a lot of Stribling early. He rises. I take... didn't really want to be low owned on Pearsall. Got kind of lucky there. Worked out. Wasn't really playing. Like, I didn't want to be heavy on him, but I would have probably taken like 6% of him, probably. I ended up with a little less than that. So that's just lucky, in all honesty. Took a lot of Tootin. He rose a bit. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been taking much Washington. He's risen, so I missed on that. So yeah, that's the thing. Neighbors, obviously, definitely one of the big ones. There's always a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff you can miss on, a lot of stuff you can hit on, and you just hope that you get those teams where you hit on like 5 different things. Like you hit a 5-leg parlay on that one team where like you got 5 things right. Great Dulcich. Yeah. Cool. Bowers, Dulcich, tight end room, locked in. We got Herbert, Purdy, locked in. We hope we get Tank Dell here. If we don't, it's fine, but I'll be a little sad. And then we're just going to let the room decide who we're taking the last couple picks. Like, I'll take Cyrus Allen for the first time if that's what the room gives me. I don't want to do it, but I will. But yeah, Dell and Vidal are my 2 ones I want the most. Take Jeremy. Wicks. Take Lloyd too. Lloyd's not a bad one for this kind of team. Mason over Jones was such fake news. Each year covered that. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying like. I guess I shouldn't have said like, oh, it's set in stone that Mason's over Jones, but my point is that like Mason's price moved up, and I didn't purposely pick more Jones because I thought he was going to go down in price. I would have preferred the opposite happening. So whether it's right or not that Mason's ahead of him now, I wish I took the guy that was going up, not the guy that went down more of. So, but now I'm pretty even on both, so it's fine. I had 10 and 9. Yeah, I mean that's totally fine. I just got it at a different price. Tank Dell, beautiful. I mean, I think I did all right. I mean, it's ugly. It's ugly. The receivers are ugly as a whole in a collective unit of a best ball team, but I don't feel bad about it. We got Evans, Lemon, Pittman, Golden, Stripling, Coker, Harris, Dell. I mean, I think I'm delusional. I'm delusional enough to think that that can work. Who's with me? We got, I mean, filling the flex with running back every week, I think pretty confidently. Monty, Brees, CMC, I can get 15 a week from those guys, 20, upwards of 20, 15 from 3 of those guys in a lot of weeks. Purdy and Herbert just fine for quarterback. And then just give me 3 receivers to fill the slots here. Missed out on Shakir, missed out on Deebo. Ended up with Golden and Coker, probably fine. And Stripling. And we're not done. We're still adding a Chiefs receiver to the end of this team as well. I like it. I just like when the teams like don't. I'm gonna have. Well, I make a lot of. I draft a good amount of teams, but I like when a team gets me well out of my comfort zone, and I get to do that on stream and kind of talk through that. This would be an example of a team that allowed me to do that. I got McCaffrey defaulted me to 8. Ended up getting Brees defaulted me. Got Bowers as just a guy I like with CMC, but I don't have a lot of them. And then I just kind of built the team around that. Monty ended up falling to me. I could have got a receiver there. Didn't end up with anyone I liked. Got Monty, so then that kind of steered me in another direction. I wanted to stack up the Niners heavily. Ended up doing that. Didn't get Kittle. So just kind of keep pivoting, keep changing stuff around until I get the build I want. And I don't know. I ended up getting a lot of guys I like. Harris, Dell, Golden, a guy I wanted to get more of. Like, kind of piecemealing the team together as we go, and I'm happy with it personally. I really am. So. Yeah, I mean, Tyquan was solid last year. Yeah, I mean, a wide receiver 3 on the Chiefs, it's definitely a valuable thing. And even like a rotational 4, like if the Chiefs are back to like their throwing ways, I mean, a rotational 4 can get there. If Rice gets hurt, Worthy gets hurt, then you're looking even better, potentially. We got Vidal. Wide receivers need some real luck. The ceiling isn't great. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that though. I would say wide receiver isn't great. Stop the sentence. Yeah, I agree with that. The ceiling isn't great. The ceiling is great, but like I'm taking these guys at pick 100 for a reason because they're less likely bets. But like, I mean, Stribling getting there doesn't feel crazy. Golden getting there doesn't feel crazy. Pittman's not a ceiling play. Lemon definitely is. Trey Harris is a ceiling play. Tank Dell is a ceiling play. Like, this is like all ceiling to me. The only floor kind of play feels like Pittman Evans. Coker probably is more like a floor type of play. But like, I feel like, I mean, Lemon is just a ceiling play. Golden is definitely a ceiling play. Like, he's significantly overpriced if he's not producing early. Stribling, rookie shot, early draft capital rookie shot. Trey Harris, just kind of like a hope that he can outdo Quinn Johnston. Offense is good enough. From them 3-3, so not really likely. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would agree with that. That's fine. We'll figure that out when we get there. By week 14, this type 1 for sure. Okay, cool. I mean, when you get to week 14, this could look a lot different. Like, you're like, Tank Dell is playing full snaps. He's back. You know, Trey Harris is a full-time receiver on the team. Stribling has broken out fully. Golden is the clear wide receiver 2 on the team. Like, that. Lemon is emerging as a nice option for Hurts. Like, the narrative could be so much different in week 14, where this team could look a lot better, or this team could just be non-existent. Could be already dead. I'd say with the way I built it, there's a chance that happens. I'd say I probably have less than a. What's the odds? 16% to advance or whatever. 2 of 12. I'd say I probably have less than a 16% chance to advance this team just from like the way I built it. But if it hits, it hits. You know, when it hits, it hits. If it hits, it hits. So yeah. I agree. But that's I'd say you could say that about every single team you draft. You know, there's gonna be some position where you're like, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna get out of that, but that's kind of the fun in it. But yeah, a lot of correlation on this team. Got out of my comfort zone. Got a lot of guys I like. Definitely fun. Hello. Joss. Good to see you. Yeah, that's right. I was looking through Chiefs, just everything about the Chiefs, just to try to find Justin Ross. Took me forever to find that, dude. Corgi draft. Yeah, we're gonna do another BBM because the vibes are immaculate right now. We're gonna do one more BBM and then we'll get out of here after that. We're having a good time. We're chilling. I'm feeling good. I've been feeling like weirdly very tired during some of these recordings, but I feel great right now. I'm ready to do one more. Let's do one more and we'll get out of here. So one more and then we'll skedaddle on out of here for the night. Hey, another chance at Jefferson. We're probably gonna get him this time. So we got this guy who was in our last room. I don't see anyone else that looks like they were in our last room. So this will be the last one. We'll be out of here after that. Hopefully you guys can hang out a little longer. If you guys are here hanging out, drop a like, drop a sub. Appreciate it. This is draft number 4. Eliminator. To start, 3 BBMs. To close, this is the 4th draft of the stream. This is the 3rd BBM in the last draft of the stream. So very fun time. We're getting our volume up, man. It's a good time. It's fun. It's fun to draft. It's a really fun window the draft when you're getting news and you're getting to act on it and getting to take advantage of people choosing wrong. You know, people choosing to keep taking Pearsall when he should be dropping a lot. People, you know, choosing to not listen to other news items and other injury news and stuff like that. Like, this is the time to strike on those news, on that news, and use it to your advantage. Yeah, if McCaffrey falls to me again, I'll take him. Otherwise, I'm going JJ or Amon-Ra. And if Amon-Ra's gone, I guess I'm taking Lamb. Taylor goes. All right, well. I want Jefferson. I want a lot of them, but I'm just gonna take what ADP gives me there. Yeah, I'm not really. The thing is, I'm just not concerned about getting, like, if I want more Jefferson, I can get more, because if I get any pick from like 9 to 12, I can get a Jefferson every single time I want. So I'm not really concerned about getting more Jefferson shares if I need it, or if I feel like I need it. That's kind of like, really from 7 to 12, you can get Jefferson whenever you want. Or I guess 7 to 10, probably. 6 to 10, you can pretty easily get them. And sometimes he'll fall to 11. Sometimes he'll fall to the turn. Got 20%. So let's dodge Hampton, Chase Brown here. I might get something. I mean, people are reaching quite a bit. I probably won't. Oh, I did. Cool. I just like getting unique combos. Like, give me Barkley on Amon-Ra. Like, that's fantastic. And it will be, like, there's no reason. I mean, obviously injuries can happen. Those things do happen, but this is just a unique, flat out unique combo. Like, people, there will be less of this than Jeanty, Barkley in the field. And that's cool. It's cool to have that in your portfolio. All right. Let's see. Can we get neighbors? Yeah, it's probably like late third neighbors is pretty much just Jover. It's like neighbors, yeah, late second. Like, if you're lucky, you get him at like 3.5, 3.6 around here. But yeah, he's not what I expected to happen, that's for sure. I was really expecting that to be going the other direction. What are you gonna do? Buka's here. Pretty solid spot there for Buka. Both going 3-2. He's been going later than that most rooms. Yeah, these late picks, I tend to take Higgins a lot. I don't want to do it this time. I'd like a Buka. Yeah, let me get a Buka, please. Cool. Barkley, Amon-Ra, and Buka to start this one off. See what comes back to us next. Waddle would be great. Happy to take Waddle. These are fine if I can get one of them. Javonte, ETN. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got the Fife music in here. ETN, Waddle. We go Waddle here, I think. Play the hits. Get one of my favorite players. Get Waddle. I might have to play some Flife. Music's hidden. All right. Loveland off the board. This guy's got the rainbow here. No tight end yet, but Allen, 4th round. Yeah, I mean, Allen's just kind of a fixture of the 4th round at this point. I pretty much, if I get Allen and it starts with a 4, like the number 40, I'll take Josh Allen. I pretty much just don't touch him otherwise. Like if I get Josh Allen 42, 41, 40, like I'll take him. I won't grab him every time he's there. He falls enough where you can get him there. And I think I have what I got, like probably 5% Allen, 6. I'm dialed in my exposures right now. So we have a Monra. I like getting the double if that's a possibility. Probably won't be, but I like getting the double whenever I can. Bucky there. Watson. Tyson. This would be a fun, like, Michael Wilson-ass team. Alright, you do not need tubes on your team, bro. I'll tell you that much. You do not need tubes on your team, because I need them on my team. Thank you, sir. Thank you, good sir. You're doing the Badge Bros Brawls. I did a few. It was fun. I have not done one yet. I usually do them, though. Yeah, they're fun. They're very fun. I like how they're fast. Like, they're fast. There's a big prize up top. They're fast. And the scrolls are really fun because you get to take, like... You get to take a player, like... yeah, like Casey Concepcion's, like, low-owned or whatever. You know, Dalton Kincaid's low-owned. Like, those are the kind of guys you can get. Very fun. Feels very important to get elite quarterback, elite tight end on your team. I would say as like my first gut feeling. At least when I've drafted them in the past, that felt very important. But all right, Barkley, Tootin, Amon-Ra, Buka, Waddle. I like what we got cooking so far. Very easy to get quarterbacks in this range of my top receivers. P-Wash goes. We'll take Tate to 64. Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm kind of just grabbing Tate, Tyson, Lemon. Just get the first round receivers on your team. You're gonna feel pretty good about it. All right, let's get another song going. Jalen Warren's been really steadily rising. I just noticed him going higher and higher. Jaden Daniels at 69 goes. Burrow at 70. I wonder how often Higgins is pulled up to here to grab him, because I feel like you don't see much. I mean, maybe that's correct. I feel like you don't see much of the Chase Higgins stack with Burrow. You probably I'll have to think about that. Probably worth grabbing a little bit of that. Just grabbing like Chase, then Higgins, and then grab Burrow. Because I feel like no one's really doing that. And that was just kind of a normal thing to do in the previous years. I'll write that down. Tate is said to be looking the part in camp. Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about Tate so far. All right. What next? What next? Not a lot of fun picks here. I guess like, yeah, Addison don't have a lot of. Let's get Addison. Don't really see anything that's jumping off the page to me here. Let's get Addison on this team. A guy I don't really want to be. I'm not aiming to be low owned or low exposure to him, but I'm happy to get him here. So there he is. So we have 5 receivers in the first 80-ish picks. Probably good to stop at 6. Maybe we can go push to 7, but probably not much more than that on this team. Went pretty heavy. Just got to figure out quarterback, tight end next. Actually, really fun Laporta team here. Another guy that I don't want to miss out on too much. Our receivers are crazy good. Yeah, the receivers are spicy, and then I still end up with Barkley too. And yeah, I mean, these teams always just feel the best. You end up with like strong receivers, and then you still have good running backs. And you just kind of figure out tight end and quarterback, the kind of quote unquote easiest positions to figure out after. Brooks goes at 85. Wow. I'm not going to be able to get much more Brooks if he's just going to keep going to the 80s. Let's get Laporta. Sweet. Got a Detroit double set up. We can go. We should be able to get. Probably not getting all 3, but we definitely get 2 of these quarterbacks, which is fine. The week 10 bye is kind of. We want to avoid that anyways. I think I want to go Goff and Baker. Knicks is like a. I just want Baker just because I like Baker. I feel like it's always in those contract years, where they're not going to get. He'll probably get paid, but when there's like talk about pay, those guys just go out and ball out. Seems like a guy like Baker would probably do that. Chip on his shoulder, like, okay, you're not going to pay me? All right, we'll see about that. Running back ceiling is so much easier to find late. One injury and they're getting at least 80% start, if not the same. Yeah, the problem is like, I agree, but the problem is that's just like not happened the last few years, and I'm not one to predict it not to happen again. Like I think there's just as much of a chance as last year that it could happen again. But yeah, I'm always gonna go for the point. Like I'm gonna go for those guys that could be zeros, but are very, very live to have a massive role if things break their way. It just hasn't broke their way the last few years, but doesn't mean it's not going to. Like that's not how it works. Just because it didn't happen last year doesn't mean it won't happen this next year. It's just, that's not how injuries work. They're very random. They could be a cluster. There could be a ton of injuries this year to running backs. There could be none. There could be a ton of injuries to receivers. There could be none. There could be a ton to both. There could be none. Remember, like 2 years ago, there was like every, like what, 20 quarterbacks got hurt or something like that. So there was like 40, 50 different quarterbacks that started throughout the year. I mean, that can happen. There's just a lot of large range of outcomes. Definitely hard not to take Mahomes at 105, especially when I'm staring down the barrel of these other guys. But no, I'm going to stick to my build. Let's get Goff. Let's get Goff and then Baker. Just do the build how I wanted to build. Maybe we'll get like a McMillan or something late. An Otten could be, yeah, maybe an Otten late, Ted Hurst type of deal. Yeah, like I'm gonna have tons of Mahomes. Like taking him at pick 100, but I'm not gonna force it there. I already have tons of Mahomes, 19% of them. So Bonix goes. Should be able to get Baker. Goff. the Monra and Laporta, Baker with Ibuka. All right. Their starters in the later rounds is not known yet. Running backs, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, starters, if you mean running back 1, I don't know. But starters as in, like, this guy's going to get a lot of work, yeah. I don't know if there's any running back 1s back there, though. At least now, like, there'll clearly be someone that emerges at some point where they're like, oh, yeah, this is now the running back 1 on the Dolphins because this player or A-Chain got hurt or whatever. That will definitely happen, but there's definitely a lot of guys down here that are going to have roles that we don't expect them to, or we don't know they're going to have it yet. Like Blue could have a big role, Emmett Johnson could have a big role, Marshawn Lloyd could have a big role, Holani could have. I mean, we already know Holani should have a role at some role. We don't know how big. Singleton could emerge early. Vidal could just be the running back 2 and could be used early. Yeah, ton of stuff. Giddens could be used as like someone that gives JT a spell. Game mode types, yeah. You're saying like, yeah, 1A, 1B, yeah, for sure. There's gonna be guys down there. 100% Christopher. Connor can trade K-Tron, step up. Yeah, my hat in the ring on that one is the K-Tron bet. I take a lot of K-Tron, thinking he could end up. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, there's always hits down there. It's just the levels. Are we getting a Kyron? Do we get a Kyron Williams type of hit? Do we get a Puka Nacua type of hit? Puka Nacua probably not because it's like so hard. But yeah. I'm leaving the light on for like round 2 Tank Dell. Like maybe he ends up being awesome again. I hope so. I love Tank Dell. So he was in the conversation with Puka that first year of like, oh, this is like we found Puka and Tank Dell late in drafts and they were both smashes. Like now Tank Dell obviously had a massive injury, should get discounted in a big way, and now he's where he's at now, and maybe he still got some juice left. Ferguson this time. I wanted to get Ferguson anyway, so. Running back hits late. There's more running back hits late. Yeah. I think there's like, I don't know if there's more. I think there's probably a similar amount of both, but it's just the fact that like there's 20 running backs to choose from. There's like 70 receivers to choose from where people are like mixing and matching and finding probably 75% fully busts or full people that are zeros. And then there's a few that get there and then I'd have to think on that. I think that's depending on what kind of hit you're referring to. I don't think that is right, but Blake Willis, Keaton Mitchell. Keaton Mitchell, there you go. Bug bothering me on the screen. Yeah, I mean, I can't think about it right now, but I know there's like, in my opinion, like a late receiver hit is like a guy that ends up with like a 15-point week or like 15 to 20-point week in the playoff weeks, whether that be 16, 17, 18. So if you're getting a guy in the last 3 rounds that ends up getting a 15 to 20-point week in the playoffs, that is that's what I feel is like a hit, and I feel like there was quite a few of them at running back and receiver that fit that mold. But I'm so like wrapped up in the landscape of this year, I cannot possibly think of like many off the top of my head right now. I'd have to like go look at the draft board from last year. I'll pull it up just because we're talking through it. Let's just look just for fun. I'll pull up a draft board from last year and just we'll go through together. How about that? And I don't know if my memory will serve me well, but I feel like I'll have a decent memory in terms of like how people did. All right, here we go. BBM, we'll pull up this team. I'm glad that we could just go back and just look at this stuff. I gotta pull it up on like an actual tab. There you go. All right, well, incoming. Incoming draft board. It's all about in the playoffs, you have to get 160 points. Yeah. No, I know. I know. I know all too well how hard it is to get through. The closest I got was like 2 years ago, and I was like probably 5 points off a team getting to the BDM finals, and haven't even gotten close since then. It's very hard. At least you've done it. You've done it. You passed the test. You've made it. All right. Tajay, Boston. I'm always down for a Tajay. Is there another quarterback we can take that feels okay? Yeah, Cam Ward would have been probably the last call for QB. Gamewell's late. Spears had a game. Algier had a game. Yep, I remember the Spears one. And the Gamewell one for sure. Okay, that's fine. I'm fine with Boston there. I didn't really. There wasn't really anything that I loved there. I guess he's fine. I want a third tight end though. I think Laporta Ferguson is okay, but I think a third one feels good. I think Otten's fine. I guess if we really want to go crazy, we can go Mayer, Mendoza, but nah, I think I'm just gonna ride Goff, Mayfield. I mean, this just really just stay healthy. Stay healthy. I'm not gonna want Detroit. I'm not gonna want Amon-Ra with the backup and Laporta with the backup. Not gonna want Buka with the backup. So just hope they stay healthy all year and ride that. Yeah, I would say that's right, because like the running back scoring is just so it's easier for running backs to score the points you need, because they can just end up as the ball carrier, and then touchdowns are skewed. It's not like it's a PPR site, so it's better to have those running backs. All right, let's look. QJ for sure. That's a hit. Coker's a hit. Pierce is a smash. Pierce was Michael Wilson. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 already. And granted, not these guys weren't going at pick 200 the whole time, but that's 4 hits immediately. Horton had it. Horton was a hit. All things considered, he had he had like a 2 touchdown week. I don't remember off the top of my head if Pat Bryant had a couple of good weeks or not. Eliminator was a hit. I had some DK teams. He was a hit. I don't really know. Eliminator maybe had like a 1 touchdown game or something. Wandale definitely a hit. Wandale was a smash. 14th round Wandale. That was a smash pick. So that's like 7 already. So I feel like we're not giving it enough credit of like how there was a lot of stuff that was pretty strong. Point made about like it's easier for running backs to get there though. I believe that. I agree with that. Yeah, that Wandale, man, Wandale. Crazy Wandale 167. That was a smash. There's Javante that I'd include that. Late pick, Javante, Tootin 131. It's crazy these prices looking at them again. So yeah, just looking at the like there was not that many receivers drafted. Like I could pick out one. I think Tesla you count as a hit. 1, 2. Blake Washington had some weeks, maybe you count him, but the for sure hits Wandale, Wilson, Coker, QJ, Pierce. That's like 5. 3 of them being like massive hits. Like Wilson, Pierce, QJ are smashes. Like actual smashes. All going sub pick 90 right now. All right, Ted Hurst. Dude, B-Rob. Really no reason to not have more B-Rob. Let's get B-Rob here. So we got our 3 tight ends. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 receivers. We definitely have luxury here. I mean, we have luxury for sure. Roman Wilson time. Let's keep looking at this draft board a little more. Ayuk, oof. Mixon, full 0 right there. Man. Ray Benson 0. Wow. It's just so fun. I didn't, my recollection was not Michael Wilson, QJ, Pierce all being like last 2 round picks. That's just insane, bro. Look at my slappy ass taking KLS instead of QJ. This team did advance at least. It was really good, but yeah, it would have been better with QJ. Would have probably got this thing cashed in like the regular season. This would have been even better. Rico, yeah, it was a smash right there. Rico just missed him. IJ was a really good pick. Roshan was a 0. Taj Brooks was a 0. Kendra was a 0. Corum, there's Corum. Corum was a big hit. Benunga was a big hit. There's another running back. It's just crazy. It's like you look at this 120 to like 150 range, and then you see this like down here. It's like look at all these hits down here. Interesting. Definitely puts a feather in the cap of like, hey, my last 4 picks, I'm just gonna scroll instead of like taking these guys in this 150 range and just like wasting picks probably. I'm gonna go Mendoza just to have an extra quarterback. I don't really think I need it, but I just don't really see a reason why I don't grab him there. Just get an extra guy in the room. So I'm happy with that. We can go in either direction, receiver or running back here. Don't mind Ted Hurst. Get another buck. Barkley, Tootin, Keaton, Spears. So I feel like Spears, Tootin, Barkley have roles early. Yeah, I know. I had some, but I didn't have much. Let's go Ted Hurst. One thing about this team is I don't feel like I have a lot of correlation outside of like regular stacking. That's fine. I don't need week 17, 15, 16 correlation on every team. I actually have 0 week 17 correlation. That's really rare for me. But hey, here's what's gonna happen. I get all this week 16 correlation. I get to week 17. Hey, I made it to the dance. I don't need, you don't need week 17 correlation to win. At least I made it there, you know? I would prefer it, but I'm not gonna complain. If I have a team in week 17 at BBM, there will be no complaints from me. I'll obviously tilt if one of my guys is hurt or whatever, but I will be very happy. I'd say probably, I think probably this should have been another running back. Just like quickly thinking back to what I just did. Like this should have been Kalen Black probably. I didn't really need another like I'll take the extra upside swing, but I did not need Kalen Black. I did not need Ted Hurst on this team. Another running back bullet would have done me a little more good, but betting on Barkley, Tootin, hoping that I can find something out of Tyjae, Keaton early, probably fine. Or at the very least, Tootin and Barkley carry me until we can get some sort of value out of these other three. Yeah, probably should have went another running back there because I didn't. These receivers are really strong. So, quick, just a little recap of that team after drafting it 30 seconds ago. Goff, Baker, Mendoza, Barkley, Tootin, Keaton Mitchell, Tyjae, Brian Robinson, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Emeka Egbuka, Jalen Waddle, Carnell Tate, Jordan Addison, Denzel Boston, Ted Hurst, Laporta, Ferguson on. That was a great time. We had 4 drafts today. Had a really, really fun time hanging out, talking to the chat, meeting some new faces, saying what's up to people. Really had a good time. Appreciate everyone that was here. It was a really fantastic stream. Had a lot of fun. Felt great the whole way through. Got a lot of good takes out there, and also just I think I drafted some pretty fun teams. Definitely some unique stuff that got me out of my comfort zone. So other than that, hey, I appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. Everyone have a wonderful night. Good luck in your best ball drafts. Good luck in anything you're doing. If you guys are new, make sure to sub. Going to be doing recordings like 3 times a week, 4 times a week until the summer, until the season hits. So definitely a lot of fun on tap. We have good vibes here. We're chilling, having a good time, being positive. We'll always have back and forth. We'll talk and other stuff and welcome other takes, but we're having a good time here. So fantasy football is meant to be fun. We're trying to win. We like to win. We want to win money, but we're having fun as well. So anyways, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Everyone have a good night. Make sure to subscribe for new, like the video, leave a comment if you have a question. I'd be happy to answer anything like that at any point. Try to be as interactive as I can with everything, chat-wise, comment-wise, all that stuff. So you guys have a wonderful night. Appreciate it. You guys have a good weekend. If I don't see you this weekend, I should be back probably Saturday or Sunday. We'll see. I'll get back on again for another recording, but we'll see you guys next time. As always, find value in everything you do. I'll see you guys later. Peace.